Hello and welcome. I hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We're going to explore and create. And today we're going to use packing tape, printed images, and some water to make stickers. So I'll show you what we'll use and what you'll need. So you're going to need those printed images, a plate with water. I'm sorry about the reflection, but right now this is just a red plate. It's got water filled up almost all the way, and right now I've got a couple pieces of paper with tape floating in it. If you want to use some stickers, some glitzy stickers to bling your stickers up a bit, that is perfect, and waxed paper. So here's what we're going to do. Pick one of the images that you want to make into a sticker and cut it out. I've done that already. I have this fairy image that I want to make into a sticker. So you're going to grab your packing tape and just rip off a piece that's big enough to cover that. Just stick it down. You're going to want a tongue depressor or a popsicle stick, or if you don't have that, you can use the back of a spoon, and you're going to rub on the tape with the paper image because you want to get the adhesive and the printing on that paper to kind of meld together. And I like to do this for a minute or two. Well, 2 is a little long, but I like to do it for at least a minute just to make sure that it's all getting together. So at this point, you grab your scissors and you cut all this excess tape off. And if you want to trim the image anymore, you can do that at this point too. So I'm just going to cut around. And get all that tape that is hanging off the edge of the image cut off. You don't need any of that extra hanging around. Okay, yep, and I overcompensated there. And I'm going to float that paper side down. And this is where you just let them soak. And it's a good idea to let them soak for at least 5 minutes. 10 or 15 is good. Just don't leave them in too long or you might start losing some of the ink. So I'm going to set that aside. It's also a good idea to have paper towels around because water tends to get spilled at some point. Let's do another one. So I've got the tape stuck on there and I'm going to do this for a minute or two. So if your tape doesn't fit over your entire image, you can lay it over part of it and then overlap it and lay it over the other part. I think that's good. And then it can go into the water bath like that. So now I'm actually going to cut away some of the side pieces because I just don't want them. And when you have thinner pieces like that, you don't want to cut away too much of the unprinted paper because you don't want your sticker to rip. That can go into the water bath, and I am going to bring back our water bath. So I've added a paper towel, and then over here, which is my left and your right, I'm going to have a folded piece of waxed paper. So I'm going to start with this one. And all you want to do is flip it over so that the paper side is up, and you're just going to rub that paper off. And if it doesn't rub off, you can always set it back. But what you're going to have left is just the tape with the printed image. If you're doing this and the paper isn't coming off, put it back in the bath. Because if you don't do that, you might end up rubbing off some of the ink. So I'm going to dry it, and then I'm going to put that one down on the wax paper. And let's try our next one. One of these is new and one of them is okay. So I'm going to take the paper off of this one now. And if you want, with some of these that don't have a lot of color, you can use permanent markers and color on the image before you tape it, and then that will add some color. If you do it with water-soluble markers, then a lot of your ink is just going to come off in your water bath. And the wax paper that I'm putting them on, that is because we'll be able to lift them off of that, and then I can stick it on what I really want to stick it on later. Let's try this one now. And I think this is the last one we're going to try. And these are coming off really well. So I think if you use warm water, it's better than using cooler water. And it's nice when the paper just rolls off like that. Sometimes it's really hard to get the paper off, and then like I said before, just stick that back in the hot water, in the water bath. All right. I know there's some glare, but hopefully you can see. But there are my stickers. I really kind of want to do something bedazzling with that one. I do have some diamond-shaped stickers. So I'm going to put a couple diamonds in the sky. And then when they dry more, you can peel your sticker off of that waxed paper and stick it on whatever you'd like it stuck on. Earlier I was talking about the ones that are bigger than the width of your tape and how you take care of those. So I just want to show you one I made that was like that. All right, so there's the one piece of tape, there's the other. I just overlaid them and then put it in the water bath like that, and it looks like that. Here are a couple more that I made earlier. So there's a dragonfly, and let's just lay some of these out on the back of this package of stickers. With the white backing, you'll be able to see better how they came out. So there are the three we made today. And here is the one like this where I did a little coloring on the wings. So I hope that you enjoyed making stickers from packing tape, and I hope that you will give it a try. We did this as an Explore and Create event today at the library, and we had kids all the way from 2 up to 16, and they all really had a lot of fun, enjoyed it very much. So I hope that you will also give it a try and enjoy it as well. I hope that you'll continue to use your curiosity to explore the world and your creativity to improve it. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and we'll be back later this week with another book review, next week early with another book review, and later in the week with another Explore and Create. So have a great summer, and thank you.